Hey, I just wanted to go over this with you to make you aware that there are programs out there to help you if you have overwhelming debt, especially with credit card debt. This is a company called CuraDebt. It's a nationwide company. They help people from multiple states. We'll get to that pretty soon. But at any time, if you like, you can just directly call the number 877 269 9873 to have a review of your situation to see how Cure Debt can help you. So now, when I've talked to people in my debt relief and my counseling programs for helping people get out of debt and repair their credit, one of the number one things that they think about is what'll happen if I just don't do anything? If I just leave it alone and just continue staying where I'm at? Well, just you be careful of that because if you don't do that and you just continue to make the minimum payments as it states right here, you will be paying all types of fees. You will be, in a way, throwing away your money. Not to say it's not good to make your payments, but if you're struggling, you should never, never, ever struggle just to pay the bills if you can't pay for your own household bills, to make sure that it's stabilized. Make sure you have food on the table. You can pay for your transportation and all of that stuff. Medical, school lunches for your children. So you have to be careful and really make an educated decision because if you're paying overwhelmingly high interest rates on those credit card debts or on other debts that are unsecured or maybe debts that you just happen to accumulate over time, you have to look at different situations to be able to get out of that debt and to be able to allow yourself to move forward. Companies do it all the time, and individuals have a right to do it too. So if you don't do anything and you just continue paying the minimum payments, you're going to be paying forever and you're going to pay 4 to 5 times more. And also, I'm going to show you how you can get a free evaluation. I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. So number two, some people say, well, what if I had a miracle happen and I maybe win the lottery or something? Well, it shows right here you got a 1 in 175 million chance of winning the lottery. So, we don't want to really put that one on the list. It could happen, someone has to win, but you probably played and it didn't happen before. The next thing is people say, well, maybe I need to file bankruptcy. And bankruptcy is a real option, and you might have to do that, but you should look at all of your options. This is just one of the relief programs that our government has in place. You can look at filing a Chapter 7, which is where you eliminate all of your unsecured debt, or even a Chapter 13. So, I mean, this is something that you might need to consider, and I'm going to show you how you can get a free evaluation on that also. Now, the next thing is debt management, where you can kind of get everything, where you sit down with a counselor and they just kind of show you how you can uh, pay your bills better, how you can eliminate some of your debt by paying it off, and where you can just open up your money. It's kind of hard. You have to be very, very aggressive. You have to be very engaged. But there are people that have had success with that. And I'm going to give you the opportunity to also get an evaluation to see if debt management is something that would work for you. Another thing that can work is unsecured debt consolidation loans. These can work if you have pretty good credit. You maybe can get a loan to package up all of your debt and you just pay one payment. But again, you have to be very aggressive. You have to be very engaged because you don't want to take advantage of a consolidation loan and then get right back into debt and you had a consolidation loan and you have uh, the debt consolidation loan at the same time. The next one is a secured debt consolidation loan. This is where if you have collateral like a car or some assets, you might be able to qualify for a secured debt consolidation loan. And this would work if you have less than perfect credit. This would be a way that you can be able to help get yourself out of trouble. And then you have debt settlement. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit. Debt settlement is where you just sit down with someone and they look at all of the debt that you have, and it's going to be done with a consolidation of debt negotiations, debt arbitration, debt forgiveness, credit card settlement. These are all the different options that are available that people really don't even know about. And again, like I said, if you just want to skip to it and make a call right now to talk with one of our counselors, you can call 877-269-9873. Call that number right now during the business hours, open until 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. But debt settlement is a way where you can pay a lot less than what you owe on something. Just to give you an example, say you owe $5,000 on a credit card, you could settle that debt for, in some cases, less than half, 20 to 25%, maybe 50% if they're gonna, if they try to negotiate harder, or if you just want to, get it done and over with quicker. But we have programs that can actually help you settle credit card debt and other unsecured debt. And then there's also potential for debt forgiveness. So what is the program that's going to work best for you? That's going to be something that you need to sit down and talk with someone. There's nothing wrong with that. The conversation is 100% free. And if you find yourself struggling with debt, you need to make that call, or there's a link below this video that you can click and you can just get a free evaluation. You can call 877-269-9873, and or you can click the link below this video and you can get a free evaluation. So when you click that link, if you just want to click it, it only takes a 1 minute free debt relief consultation. What you do is you just slide this over and you just say, hey, this is how much debt I have, and I want to see what you can do rather than me having to sit there and just pay this thing off at the minimum payments where it's going to take 30 to 40 years, like paying off a house. Show me how you can do this. Show me a better way. And you can see here all of the different uh, uh, associations and approvals and recognitions that CuraDebt has. So you can see this is a legitimate company. You can, when you go to this page, you can see the testimonials from people who have used the service. You can see those here. You can see this one. It says my accounts are current, but my hours are at work were recently cut, so they could barely make the minimum payments. And after speaking to a CuraDebt counselor, they was able to put together a plan to pay off their debt in a reasonable amount of time instead of paying the minimum payments for 20 years. So you can see, and you can go through all of these different testimonials, and you can see the happy customers where all it took was to just make that call, just simply made that call. And once they made that call, they were able to get relief, to see that there was light at the end of the tunnel. So call that number, 877-269-9873, or you can just click the link below and get your free debt relief consultation. Doesn't cost anything. As a matter of fact, it doesn't cost anything if you decide to sign up, because when you sign up, all it's going to be is where you just start working on your debt relief plan. So click the link below or call right now, 877-269-9873.